Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Cheese Friday, where somebody really needs to stop meat before it gets too cheesy. Hello, welcome to Cheese Friday on the Radical Geek YouTube channel, where we regularly release videos, and on Sundays we host a live stream affectionately coined Coffee Talk, where we brew a warm beverage and then pair it with a ketogenic recipe. Excuse me, sorry about that, little frog in my throat there. But today's cheese is a real treat. We've talked about drunken cheeses in the past, but they've always been cow's milk. What I've got today is a drunken goat cheese. And Dyson says hello with his lovely howling, but you can see here, let me get the picture right, that it has this dark purple ring, and then you see the stark white of the goat cheese, signature coloration of the goat cheese. So I can smell it through the wrapper. Let me pick it open. Awesome. We'll talk about aroma in a second. So if you're new to the Radical Geek YouTube channel, every Friday I pull out a new cheese. We do like a quick little cheesy review and talk about its properties. My fingers are greasy from the cheese. So, and we talk about the properties. I give you a little bit of information about the cheese to help you make cheesy informed decisions in your future. So drunken goat cheese is a semi-firm or semi-soft. It's like right on that line there. So it's I'm losing track of my mind. So it's distracting because it smells so neat. So, okay, anyways. So the drunken goat cheese is often called Mirica Alvino. It's a DOP designated cheese. That basically what that means is that it's been certified with the proprietary of its origins. Because it comes from southeastern Spain. It smells so good. So, and it comes from Jumelia in Murica in southern Spain. Yes. Southeastern Spain. I guess not just southern, southeastern. And they actually have goats that are called Muriciana goats, and they are free-range goats, and the goat milk that they produce is a really high quality, and so that's why it gets its special designation. If you get stuff made somewhere else that's not the DOP certified, know that it doesn't have those same properties, might have not quite the same. The other specialness about it is that the wine from the region is the special wine. It's called a red doble pasta wine. That is a special twice fermented, high alcohol, really deep dark wine made with extra grape skin. So really, really oaky, delicious, and very fruit forward in its taste. So in order to, I can't stop smelling it because it's so nice. The way they make it is they make the cheese and then they press it, and then it is washed in the red wine for 3 days. Then it's put to age for almost 3 months. So for a goat cheese, that's a really long time. You know, goat cheese is a very young cheese most of the time. So it's an exception. It breaks all the rules, but in such an awesome way. All right, so our little quick review. So it's goat milk. The smell, though, is really smooth and very fruit forward. The wine is a majority of the smell, but it doesn't have that burn your nostrils of the smell. It's just gotten very, very mellow in the cheese aroma. So that's our coloration. I already told you that it was a semi-firm sort of cheese. We'll be able to slice it up here. In case you're wondering, yes, you can eat the rind. The entire thing is edible. No, it's not a it's not a frying cheese or anything like that. This is an eat on your charcuterie. Pairs well with your smoked meats. It's sort of that wine and cheese plate all in one. So let me just get myself a little piece here. I'm going to cut the corner. We've got it here so you can, sorry, I'm not good at tracking the cam. So you can see it's got a little bit of styration in there. Just lovely. All awesome. So let's taste it. Mm. That's really complex in flavor. Now I'll tell you, if you're not into like a strong cheese, probably this one might not be for you. This is not like you're going to sit down and eat like a whole hunk of cheese. This little piece will go a long ways because even though it's kind of a mellowed out, it definitely still has that goat cheese tang. So uh, it's strong. Uh, Strong in the way like you wouldn't eat like a whole triangle of Parmesan Reggiano. It's strong and it's gonna give you a punch. It's not rancid tasting or anything like that, but it's definitely got a bite to it. So, and then of course the wine brings that earthy, fruity forwardness to it. So it's good all around. So keep in mind, like I said, it's definitely great. It's definitely more of your wine and cheese plate cheese, your charcuterie cheese, not like your cheese sauce cheese. So there you go, drunken goat cheese. You have a great weekend. Enjoy. Happy Cheese Friday. Have, as Carrie would say, a great and cheesy day. All of that good stuff. Make all your jokes. Have a good time. I see you. I hear you. And you are awesome. Bye bye. Good morning, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed Cheese Friday. But let's do a real quick rundown of what I eat today. Meal one. I've made my savory egg pudding. It has a nice butter on it. I will tell you that today I tried to do the Instapot version. And I'm just going to tell you, I was much happier with just doing my steamer on the stove. I found that it took a long time. I was following the instructions from a website that usually has pretty good stuff. And it's fine, but it's definitely a bit more overdone than I'm used to. I mean, you can see it. I mean, other than it looks kind of glowing, but I mean, it's a good texture, but I would have liked it a little less. And so now I know I have to adjust it. And weirdly, it actually took longer in the Instapot because it has to come to pressure and then depressurize than just putting it on the stove. So, uh, and I still have to clean all the stuff. So no real difference. I have a 1.5 slices of bacon. And then I was testing my coffee. So here's my experience today for my Sunday live stream. I have some commentary about this, and I will just explain all of that on Sunday. Just be aware, it only works in the Ninja Creamy, and if you are looking for a smooth, creamy, delicious BBB ice cream, that's never, ever, ever going to happen. It's more of an icy sorbet-ish experience, but it's still okay. And let me just tell you though, I look forward to, by the time that I get some dairy reintroduced, to having a coffee ice cream that's an ice cream texture. It's not bad, I will tell you that. Let me just, I'll try and see if I can bring it up close so you can see. But you can definitely, there we go. You can definitely see it's got a bit of an icy texture. And of course, it could really benefit from some sweetener, but we don't have sweetener on elimination BBBE. So, eh, it's okay. And it will definitely work for what I want it to work for. So that's the important part. I'm definitely not as excited about it. Like, I might just throw it in a cup and blend it up. And that might be a better experience for me than eating it in this cute little dessert tray. It doesn't taste bad or anything. It's just not a standalone piece like I have it here. But it is absolutely going to be perfect for what I'm doing on Sunday. So I hope to see you guys on the live stream. I was gonna show you my new game, but I'm gonna eat my breakfast first, and then we'll do that before we get into meal two. And I know it'll be longer since we're tacking this on to Cheese Friday, but I still think it'll be awesome. See you soon. All right, everyone, here we are, meal two. I have some hard scrambled eggs. I like them that way. That's butter and salt and 3 eggs. And then I have the end piece to that strip loin roast. And so it is nice and delightful, extra smoky, because it's the end piece, my favorite. So that's it. Everything else is just water and electrolytes. So I'm going to go eat this food and call it a day. I'll show you that board game too. Talk to you in a little bit. Okay, everyone, I promised to share a fun and little game with you. This is what I call a 5-minute fun game. That means it takes 5 minutes to play, to learn, 5 minutes to get the hang of it. You finish with the game in like 20 minutes, and then you can play a couple rounds of it. So uh, technically, 5-minute fun was something that was come up by a different game company, and I will show you some of their games because they're also really fun. Just not today. Maybe we'll do like one a day for a little bit. I believe it was one of our subscribers, Jen, who mentioned that it would be nice to see some of these for thinking about like maybe Christmas gifts. This one may not be fully out to market yet. I backed it on Kickstarter. Um, they call themselves Fun Bomb Games. It's two awesome young ladies who have designed it. It's super simple, and I just love the tagline there: "Be petty and destructive as you build your perfect neighborhood." And you can see all the little flames and stuff about that. And so, if you don't like games or that I in the genre that I call take that, which is where you're attacking and actively trying to make other people lose, then maybe you won't love this game and you might like something. We'll talk about some cooperative games or games where attacking's not that important. But this is more of that, and I'll show you because what you're trying to do is you have your hand. I'm not going to go through all the rules, but you're trying to build a neighborhood with things like cafes. You can see it's 2 points, and maybe you want to build an apartment building, put in a park, build a house, have a restaurant. There's more. There are other things you can build. Like I said, I didn't want to go through all of them, but as you're trying to build all of these things for your neighborhood, the other players are doing things like crime in your neighborhood. Sometimes you get a petty neighbor who basically attacks by destroying and discarding some of your cards from your neighborhood. Demolish, where they ruin a piece of your property. And of course, then they can do things like make you discard a card or skip your turn, all that little stuff. Did I show you this one? Oh yeah. So also there's a nosy neighbor. So when you play the nosy neighbor card, you take a card from someone else's hand and add it to your own, so that maybe you luck out and get something fun. So that's really literally all it is. Each turn you have 2 actions: draw or play, or any combination therefore. Maybe you're trying to build your hand. There's hand limitations, all that fun stuff. So, but it's really a matter of who's going to get there first and just how mean can you get with your cards, depending on what kind of lucky draws you have. So that is pretty much all there is to it. But as you can see, it's super cute and just basically real fast, easy, fun. So you could play it with kids. Maybe you don't love that, but it's very simple, and it's a game, so there shouldn't be hurt feelings. But sometimes some people do feel hurt by that. So being mindful that it is one of those games where you have to attack each other. So that was my game for today, and it does come in one of these nice little boxes. So that has a little magnet flap, and cards just go right in there, easy peasy for storage. Your instructions, as you can see, the instructions are not that elaborate because most of it is a lot of little teeny tiny print that's just all of our Kickstarter names. So you don't even have to read that unless you want to see and find your name if you are a backer, or find someone else's name that you knew was a backer. I would not recommend getting the magnifying glass and trying to find my name. I didn't even go through to find my name. But as a backer, they did send me a little name tag. So I thought that was a lot of fun. So that's it for today. I hope that you loved the cheese. I loved the cheese. And then, meals were pretty simple today. They'll continue to be simple. We have one more full entire week of the BBBE before we reintroduce salmon. Uh, I'm looking forward to that. So I'll see you real soon. I'll be doing a what I ate today tomorrow, as well as I will show you. I think I'm just going to do a game a day and share that with you for a little bit so you can do some shopping planning if you like giving games like that to your friends or family. All right. You have a great one. Happy Friday. Yay, it's time for the weekend. Bye bye.